Welcome to Everyday English Tips. Today's story is titled, She Practiced English in the Mirror for 100 Days. What happened next will surprise you. This is the inspiring story of a shy girl named Anya, who couldn't speak English confidently. She had no money for coaching, no fluent friends, and no one believed she could ever speak well. But she had a mirror and a mission. For 100 days, she stood in front of that mirror, practicing her English, one word at a time. She stumbled, stammered, and sometimes cried. But she never quit. And in the end, her reflection wasn't just in the glass, it was on a global stage. But she never quit. And in the end, her reflection wasn't just in the glass, it was on a global stage. Anya lived in a quiet village where most people only spoke the local language. She studied in a government school where English was just another subject, not something spoken. Every time she tried to speak English, she felt her tongue freeze. Her classmates giggled and teachers rushed her through. She loved English movies, but couldn't understand half the words. Still, deep inside, she dreamed of becoming someone who could speak fluently, confidently, and boldly. She didn't want to feel small anymore, but she had no tutor, no online classes, no guidance, just a small mirror in her room. But she had no tutor, no online classes, no guidance, just a small mirror in her room. One evening, while watching a motivational video, she heard a speaker say, "Don't wait for perfect conditions. Start with what you have." That line hit her heart. She picked up her old grammar book, walked to the mirror and began. "Hello, my name is Anya." She giggled at first, then tried again. Her pronunciation was rough, her voice shaky, but her intent was strong. She decided she would speak to the mirror for 5 minutes every day, no matter what. She called it her mirror challenge. Pause. The first week was awkward. She felt silly, embarrassed, even though no one was watching. Sometimes she forgot words. Sometimes she just stood there, staring. But she pushed through. She used her school textbooks to form simple sentences. I wake up at 6 o'clock. I go to school by bus. Each day, she added new lines. By day 10, she was speaking for 10 minutes without stopping. She began mimicking movie dialogues and correcting herself. By the end of the first month, something changed. Anya's confidence grew. She started talking to shopkeepers and strangers in basic English. Some corrected her. Some smiled. Some ignored. But she kept going. Her mirror practice became longer, sometimes up to 30 minutes. She acted out scenes, gave imaginary interviews, and practiced greetings. She downloaded free English podcasts and repeated after them. She even recorded herself and listened back to spot mistakes. She became her own teacher. On day 45, her school announced an English speech competition. Her classmates laughed when she signed up. "You'll forget everything on stage," one boy sneered. Anya smiled. "Maybe, but I'll try." She practiced her speech daily, in front of the mirror, then in front of her mother. On the day of the competition, her hands trembled. But when she walked up to the mic, she remembered her mirror. She imagined it was just her and the glass. And she spoke, clearly, slowly, from the heart. She didn't win first prize, but she won something bigger: respect. Her teachers praised her courage. Her classmates said, "We didn't know you could speak like that." She became a small inspiration. The shy girl who never raised her hand was now the one people listened to. She shared her mirror practice idea with others. Some students joined her. She even started a small English club in her village. By day 70, Anya was writing her own stories in English. She submitted one to a national online competition for student bloggers. Weeks passed. Then came an email. "Congratulations, Anya! You've been selected to present your story at the Youth Language Fest." The event was in a nearby city. Hundreds of people were attending. Anya was scared, but she remembered the mirror. She practiced her speech again and again, in the mirror, with her friends, in her sleep. The day arrived. Bright lights, big stage. Anya walked up, holding her paper tight, but she didn't need it. She spoke fluently for 5 minutes about her journey, her struggles, and her mirror. The crowd clapped. Some stood, some cried. An English professor approached her later. "You've got talent," he said. "Would you like to join our scholarship program?" Anya's eyes widened with tears. "Yes, sir, I'd love to." Today, Anya is studying communication and training others to speak English with confidence. She teaches the same mirror method to hundreds of young learners. She says, "You don't need money to learn English. You need motivation." Her story reminds us, growth begins in quiet places, like a room with a mirror. So if you think you can't speak English, start with one word, then one sentence, then one day at a time. Because your mirror could be your first audience and your biggest teacher. Thank you so much for watching and listening to today's story. Keep learning English with everyday English tips. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends to support the channel.